every woman that is not willing to settle, there's 9 women that will. And half y'all part of the 9 women and you don't even know it. So dudes be like, yeah, I don't have to have my stuff in order because
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are talking about men settling or women settling. This video is based off of a previous video where we discussed the fact that some men actually say that women should settle for any kind of man that they can get. Now that video was based off of a particular video that a guy made. Yeah, if you did not watch that video, you can check out the video that triggered the conversation.
Listen, some of y'all ladies gonna have to settle. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but listen, everybody can't have a perfect man out here. It ain't even enough of us around, like, let's be honest. So at the end of the day, we can go ahead and put that 50-50 conversation to rest, because every woman ain't gonna get 80-20, 100-0, whatever y'all thinking is gonna be 60-40. Some of y'all gonna have to go 50-50, and shit, y'all might gotta go 60-40 on your end with the man, just to be happy at the end of the day. Like, let's be realistic. Come on now. Somebody gonna have to settle, man. That's all I'm saying. All the straight men that's left in the world, a lot of them is in jail. A lot of them married. What do that leave left? Everybody can't have their cake and eat it too. Like, you can't have the best of the best. Sometimes you gotta just go for what you got and be happy and be grateful. Because you can have nothing at the end of the day and be miserable. Come on now. J. Cole said, love yours. I gotta take this in consideration.
Now, a lot of people watched that video and they were calling him out on his nonsense take. But in the video that I made where we were discussing his comment, somebody actually left a comment and said that he's right, that some women will actually settle, especially due to some circumstances. Now, it could be like in Nigeria, where a female is expected to have gotten married by a particular age, and when she's not married by that age, there's a lot of, when are you getting married? There's a lot of, your mates have gotten married. What are you thinking about marriage? And at the point, it can get stressful for them and they might just settle. Now, I saw a particular video where a guy actually said that men are expecting women to settle because no matter how some women will say they are not settling, there are like ×2 more women that would actually settle.
for every woman that is not willing to settle, there's 9 women that will. And half y'all part of the 9 women and you don't even know it. So dudes be like, yeah, I don't have to have my stuff in order because the proof is in the pudding. I can be half of a man and still get a full woman. I can be half committed and still get the full benefits from a woman. I can barely be a boyfriend and she'll be a full wife. What about you that has convinced you that the best you can do is a man's potential? Every time in my comment section, I talk about ready, prepared men, waiting, not tolerating bullshit. There's always 3 or 4 women, 5 women, 6 women in my comment section talking about, but everybody leaves love. I mean, so you gotta be stable in order to have a relationship. I mean, what if they going through things? It's always a woman in the comment section, and it's those dusty ass ladies that's giving y'all a hard rep. You know why? Because it's always a woman willing to accept bullshit. So now men expect you to accept bullshit.
Now, like I said, some people will settle because of some circumstances in their environment. And then some people will settle because, like he said, like this creator just said, some people will excuse the inadequacies of the men and eventually settle. So when those type of women settle, a lot of men are expecting all women to settle, and when they say no, I cannot be with you, or no, you're this, you're that, it now becomes a case of where they feel like the woman is being rude, being proud, being all sorts, and then they make all kinds of gaslighting and manipulating video and say all sorts of statements just to get the woman to settle. Now, a particular creator has come up with the best option for the men that are always harassing women that don't want to put up with their BS.
Some of you men are gonna have to settle. You're gonna have to settle for dating each other and marrying each other and pleasing each other, because women are not putting up with your bullshit anymore. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of women don't want to get married. It's not really a lot of women's end goal anymore. Y'all don't even know how to be good boyfriends, let alone good husbands. A lot of women don't want to get pregnant and have babies. It seems like whenever the baby is born, that's when y'all decide to, be on that bullshit. A lot of women don't even want you anymore. Bringing home STDs. Women can't even reject you without you not being able to control your emotions and your ego. You think unaliving her is a get back simply because she rejected you. I feel like if men started dating men to see how they really act, right? A lot of you wouldn't even want to date yourselves. But you're gonna have to start doing something. Because like I said, women don't care. What you gonna force a woman to be in a relationship with you? You gonna hold her captive? And women, I'm telling you now, okay? Get some weaponry. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can get licensed to carry in your state. What are you waiting for? I promise you now, if you start busting caps, the second a man tries to use his strength or his power against you, there would be less of that too. No, I'm dead ass. Put him in the ground. These men don't give a fuck about you, obviously. They will you just because you can't give them your phone number or refuse. Put these motherfuckers in the ground. Obviously for self-defense reasons. Maybe I should say that.
Now, this creator is telling men that if they don't act right, that a lot of women are not going to put up with their BS. And if they are offended by that, they should settle with themselves. Now, she also talked about a fact that some men cannot handle rejection and women have to protect themselves. And it is such an important conversation to have because a lot of things are happening. Like, seriously. Previously, you could just reject a guy and say, no, I'm not giving you my number. I don't want you to come close to me. But the stories that I've heard, like, it's shocking. So because I don't give you my number, the next thing, somebody is unaliving that person. And I'm like, wow. Just because you were rejected, your ego was tainted or bruised to that level that you could not think straight for some minutes, some hours, that you just felt like retaliation is for me to unalive that person. Anyway, people had things to say about our video, so let's check them out and then I'll come back to share my thoughts.
Men are gonna have to settle. You're gonna have to settle for dating each other and marrying.
Hey, do me a favor and shut the fuck up.
Some of you men are gonna have to settle. You're gonna have to settle for dating each other.
You know what I find hilarious when I hear women talk about stuff like this, and I do agree with her to the point where she was talking about how some men are like that. But let's keep it real, ladies. You overlook good choices to deal with those men that the sisters is speaking of. And you know what I find also hilarious? That it's been times I myself have seen women deal with those type of men that the sister speaking of in those videos. And you know, some of you have told me, well, I date who I want to date. Don't tell me who I can date. Or you'll look at it as I'm hating or being jealous because I'm warning you that this guy is of the following that the sisters speak of. So go back to that sister's video for further context of what I'm talking about. But it's hilarious that a lot of women skip over decent brothers to be with men like those that she speak of. And the one day that's the head scratcher to me is, why do you women complain about these said very men when you know you skipped over decent men? And I'll say this, there's not one of you women, particularly black women over the age of 21 to 60, where at one point in your life where you have rejected a good choice of man because of various reasons or whatever. To pick the ones who you said of.
Some of you men are gonna have to settle. You're gonna have to settle for dating each other.
Y'all go look at that video to get the full of what she said. But she really got on these men, and she spoke facts. Us women ain't thinking about settling for no BS when it comes to men. For what? We out here trying to get our bag, live better, do better, travel, be happy. But you want us to settle for that? It ain't gonna happen. But she did a big one on this one. She did it.
So I noticed that some of the guys that replied her, that stitched her video, were kind of butthurt, in my own opinion, and they don't want her to talk like that. They're also saying the lot of women that end up with deadbeat guys, they've rejected some good guys, and now they're in this situation where they're meeting a lot of guys with a lot of BS and the rest. And personally, I think that a lot of men are realizing that a lot of women want to be single. There's so many movements right now that it's just, I can't even keep up with that. It's just basically, we don't want your BS. We are going to be single and be stress-free. And it's worrying to a lot of guys because they're saying that, okay, wait, there's nothing we are holding over these women anymore. And they're telling us to sit in one corner and now they would live their lives. And so a lot of them will just come up with takes and nonsense takes and podcasts and rubbish just to try and subdue or manipulate people. Now, for the creator who was telling them to settle, was telling men to settle with themselves, that video was, I know she was talking about them settling with themselves and the rest, but personally I want to talk about the fact that nowadays women have to protect themselves. You have to have a form of self-defense right now, like pepper spray, anything, because people are crazy. There's so many stories of people, of men stalking women, of men appearing in their house. Like, there is a video that I just uploaded where a professional dating coach was saying that men don't have to always accept the rejection of women. There was a particular woman who shared a story and how she has an online business, and then she was talking to a particular guy and saying that she's going to charge him because that's a part of her business. And the guy was thinking that because they've been kind of talking, I think she was thinking he wanted to use her services, and he was sending mails to her and the rest. And then when she said that if he wants to talk to her, she's going to charge him, and then he was like, how do you charge for talking to your friends? And she was like, you're not my friend and everything. He sent things to her, even sent a mail to her and put all kinds of things inside. You should check out that video. You will see the story there. It was scary to listen to. Like, he had a home address. I'm like, he has your home address and you're still sitting down there. I'm going to barricade everything. Some people in the comment section was like, you need to have your, I don't want to say, but at this point, women need to have something because people are going crazy. The fact that you cannot take no is now a problem. And for me, because personally, when I was younger, a guy would approach me and say, I want your number. I would tell you, no, I cannot. I want your name. What's your name? I would not tell you my name. I'll actually tell you something else. Maybe I will tell you my second name or my third name just to throw you off, because most of the time I will not answer anybody that calls me by that name. So, and if I hear somebody calling me by that name, I'll know that I probably don't know that person well. And how to handle the person. I did not used to give my number. It was when I graduated from school and then became a pharmacist that I knew that, oh, I have to give my number to the client, patient, whatever. That I started giving my number out. But now I have like 2 numbers, so I don't give my personal number. I give me the I would say official number. So when I see somebody calling, I'm like, I probably don't know you that well, or you're a client, so I'm very non-personal when talking to the person. But it's scary to think that just not giving number or giving your socials can lead to you getting assaulted, getting unalived and the rest. It's just a scary word. right now. Anyway, I don't know what you guys think about this statement that men should settle with themselves. I don't know what you think about the videos. I don't know what you think about what has been shared in this video. I would love to hear your thoughts about men settling or women settling. So please leave your comments in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.